In tonight's show, we will look at a sermon that has never been preached. And how long did they live? Stay tuned, we'll be right back. We are into Genesis chapter 6 tonight. It's known as the story of Noah. And that story starts in verse 9. This is the account of Noah and his family. We are going to back up a little bit here and start at verse 1 of chapter 6. Then the people began to multiply on the earth, and daughters were born to them. The sons of God saw the beautiful women and took any they wanted as their wives. The sons of God are not from this planet. Okay? Then the Lord said, My spirit will not put up with humans for such a long time, for they are only mortal flesh. In the future, their normal lifespan will be no more than 120 years. Oh, how long did they live? In those days, and for some time after, giant Nephilites lived on the earth. For whenever the sons of God had intercourse with women, they gave birth to children who became the heroes and famous warriors of ancient times. So it sounds like these sons of God, they're called Nephilites. The Lord observed the extent of human wickedness on the earth, and he saw that everything they thought or imagined was consistently and totally evil. So the Lord was sorry he had ever made them and put them on the earth. It broke his heart. And the Lord said, I will wipe this human race I have created from the face of the earth. Yes, and I will destroy every living thing, all the people, the large animals, the small animals that scurry along the ground, and even the birds of the sky. I am sorry I ever made them. But Noah found favor with the Lord. And then it goes on into the story of Noah. So, right there, that passage I just read is a passage you'll never hear a sermon on. At least, I've never heard a sermon on it. And I've been going to church for a few years. Just saying. So, the sons of God saw the beautiful women and took any they wanted as their wives. Yeah, and in those days, for some time after, giant Nephilites lived on the earth. For whenever the sons of God had intercourse with women, they gave birth to children who became the heroes and famous warriors of ancient times. So, all those giant warriors you hear about in mythology, it's not mythology. It's right here in the Bible. One other thing I want to get back to is in the future, their normal lifespan will be no more than 120 years. Well, to find out how long they were living back in Noah's day, we just got to go back one chapter, in chapter 5. When Adam was 130 years old, he became the father of a son who was just like him in his very image. He named his son Seth. After the birth of Seth, Adam lived another 800 years, and he had other sons and daughters. Adam lived a total of 930 years, and then he died. Can you imagine that? Originally, God built these bodies to last a long, long time. And my theory on the shortening of our lifespans, I think, comes from after the flood. The water that God separated in the beginning, the one that water on the earth and the water above the sky. I'm pretty sure that water above the sky disappeared to allow the sun's rays to have a more devastating effect on our bodies. That's just my thought. In any case, he shortened our time here on earth considerably. So, why am I talking about this anyway? Well, back in Noah's day, there was a huge problem with non-human life. We are coming into that stage again with AI. The technological boom that we're having right now with brain implants to help fix people that are quadriplegics. That's all that those brain implants are for, is to fix people that are broken, right? Wink, wink, nod, nod. Yeah. Anyway, the people that are designing all these implants are building a super race of people. Warriors, you might say. And again, God is not going to put up with that. But this time, he's just going to finish the job. He's going to come for those of us who don't have brain implants, the ones that are still totally human. So there is something to meditate on. Anyway, you all have a good night. God willing, we'll see you tomorrow. The word of the day is eclectic.